CalHOPE event. We are so thrilled to have each and every one of you spend the evening with us. I have the distinct pleasure of introducing our host, who you already heard a little bit in the beginning, is going to bring some energy, really pick it up here in the room. Help me welcome Aiden Park.
Thank you. Who said yay? Yay. Oh, thank you. My friend said yay. Okay, good. Hi. Hi guys. I'm Aiden Park. I am the founder and executive director of the Yay Foundation, the author of The Art of Being Yay, and I'm so privileged and honored to be hosting tonight's event. Thank you for coming. I just want to say a couple of things as an introduction. You know, I really love. Let's step out from behind the microphone stand. I really love NAMI. And the reason why I love NAMI really stands out over other organizations. I mean, other organizations are wonderful, but I really love NAMI because of the personal story sharing element. I think it is very easy for people to feel alone in their suffering when they are suffering. So in that spirit, can I share a little bit with you about my journey? Cool. Thank you. So I look, I'm very tall, I'm very I walk around, I'm happy, so people just kind of assume I was born at the end of a cul-de-sac or whatever, But I'm actually from Korea, South. So I got that going for me, right? I said it, 감사합니다. Any Koreans in the house? That's my set, good night. No, I'm kidding. So, in Korean culture, we're not encouraged to express our feelings, certainly. And so I grew up with a single mother. My dad had a whole other secret family on the other side of the country. My grandfather and my uncles, domestic abuse, all of that. And I was taught very early to run from my feelings. And that led me to, by the time I was 19, I was homeless, I was undocumented, still here in the United States, and HIV positive. Yeah, that's a lot, right? And I'm actually I'm HIV positive, but I'm very healthy. Thank you. Don't worry. I like talking about this because I think it's important for people to see healthy HIV people, right? Because you can be healthy. This is really loud. Let me turn this down just a little bit because I talk so loud that there's feedback. Thank you. Give it up for our tech person. What is your name, sir? Oh! I'm so healthy that I'm talking so loudly into the microphone. You see that? Right? Thank you so much. Thank you. Cool. So at that point, I was told to get my life together, and then I was sent to these empowerment workshops, right? And that's great. But that actually, in a way, it gave me some ways to get, jobs and stuff, get my life together. But it was more like, even more kind of suppression of emotions in a way, if applied wrongly. So when I lost my partner at age 33, I'm a young widow. It's like I literally got ghosted. Not a single person laughed at that joke. Come on! I'm a comedian, okay? Michael would have loved that joke, okay? You know why I like saying that joke? It tells me who all the terrible people are in the audience, and none of you are terrible! Anyway, thank you so much. So I lost Michael, and when I lost Michael, no amount of empowerment, no amount of positive thinking, no amount of anything would stop my depression, my anxiety, my suicidal ideation. I wanted to end it. I really, really did. I didn't want to be here anymore because I never dealt with all the trauma from before. I never had anyone to talk about it with. And then now this happened. So everything came roaring back for me. And that's when I said, okay, after about a year of that, I said, Aiden, you have to figure out how to exist in this world and be happier. Because if I don't figure this out, I'm literally gonna die. Yeah, it was like a situation. And I had to choose. I was like, stay alive and figure out how to be happy, or go? Your choice, Aiden. And that's what it came down to for me. And so I said, all right then, forget it. Everything I have, I'm going to put everything I have in the direction of how can I be happier? How can I be well here in this on this earth so that I can't stay living like this? I'm going to commit to life and commit myself to being yay. And so that's the R&B, yay, right? So after about 6 months of that, people started noticing, like, Aiden, you actually seem different. And what I was doing was I was trying all kinds of different things to figure out, like, forget results, forget jobs, forget, making friends or being effective, forget all that. How do I be happy? That's my number one goal. So I started trying things and applying principles. And in about 6 months, people noticed a difference. I was encouraged to write a book, and Margaret Cho wrote the foreword for me for the book. Thank you. Because I was a comedian, I also laugh at my own jokes. I don't care. I think I'm hilarious. You're stuck with this all night, okay? So come on. And so what happened? So then I started sharing my story in a comedic way, and I found that using comedy and humor and personal storytelling as a tool for delivering mental health messages is quite effective because it makes discussions safe. And it makes people feel like, oh, it's not like mental health workshop, It's like, oh, we're doing comedy or discussion, right? And so that is kind of what happened, and that is my life story. And so I'm dedicated to being as gay as possible, and spreading as much gay as possible. And I think NAMI is dedicated to spreading as much gay as possible and connecting people to resources. And these people tonight that you're going to be hearing from, the CalHOPE team, I know a few of them really personally, and I have to say, I'm so sorry, I'm getting emotional. They are dedicated to what they do. They care about making the world a better place, and we are so grateful to have a team like that for us. So can we give a round of applause for them? So now we get to the hosting. Are we good? Yeah, we're gonna have some fun and Yahoo. All right, good. All right, I have to look at my menu. All right, good. All right, so our first speaker. Okay, she is our executive director, and she is sitting right there. And I would like to introduce Miss Jody Winter.
Hello, can you guys hear me? Hi everyone, thank you so much, Aiden. It's funny, we actually met through a mutual friend a few months back. Well, welcome everyone. I'm Jody Winters, the Executive Director for NAMI Greater LA County. Is everyone familiar with NAMI, or do we have some new folks to NAMI? New, okay, so let me tell you a little bit about the National Alliance on Mental Illness. We're the nation's leading nonprofit, peer-run organization dedicated to supporting family members, loved ones, and individuals who live with a mental health condition. We run free support groups and classes run by peers for both individuals who live with a mental health condition and for family members. And then we do many other programs. This last year has been really exciting for us because we did bring on the CalHOPE Warmline. So thank you to Ligaya and her team, and that's really brought a lot to our chapter and the support that they give the community. We also have a peer support specialist training, which is new, which Yvonne Miranda's here. She's going to share a little bit more about that, and we'll be hearing from all of our peers today. We have Liz who's going to talk about our Friends Of group. I was talking to someone about how we have an epidemic of loneliness in our country right now, and so that Friends Of, we want to build community so that we're here for folks. and, many new other programs that are coming down the line with our new strategic plan that we just finished developing, and more to be revealed about that. But we're looking at really growing and expanding our programs, especially to the underserved, and building more culturally relevant programming in our chapters. So thank you again for being here. I hope you join us on May 4th. What's May 4th? NAMI Walks, the 20th anniversary, and hot off the press, Mayor Bass is going to be there, so you don't want to miss this one, and also Congresswoman Grace Napolitano. So hope to see you there on Saturday, May 4th. Thank you all so much. And do I introduce Liz, our wonderful development director?
Thank you, Trouty. Hi, everyone. Thanks for being here. My name is Liz Jackson. I'm the Director of Development in NAMI Greater LA County. Do I have a question over here already? Oh, okay. I thought I heard someone say that. Oh, hi. We're dancing later. Yeah. So I'm here today to talk about Friends of. You might be wondering, what is Friends of? Friends of are our young adult mental health champions. Our chair, Caroline, was not able to be here tonight, so she actually filmed a fun little video, and she'll be up on screen in a minute. And I think I'm also supposed to pump up the walk. So if you want to join a walk team, we've got a Team NAMI team, a walk Team NAMI. Well, we have two different types of Team NAMIs. What's the name of our team? Greater LA County Walk Team. So you can join Trouty and I. We're going to be out there if you guys don't want to start your own team, but you're also welcome to start your own team. Any questions, just let us know. And I think that's all. I think we're going to show the video now. Thanks for being here. And roll it. Thank you, Jenna. And thank you to our volunteers who showed up at the last minute. We put out a desperate call for plea last night at 8 p.m. because our other volunteers said we couldn't make it anymore. But see, Freddie's there, Tyler, Melissa, they helped check you in. Thank you. Jenna is running our tent. Thank you, Jenna.
Hi everyone, Caroline, Chair of Friends of NAMI here to tell you a little bit about our initiative. Friends of NAMI GLAC is a leadership group made up of individuals who, through their own time, talent, and resources, help expand the capacity and advance the mission of NAMI. Our mission is to connect individuals that are passionate about mental health wellness through monthly events focused on advocacy, education, and support throughout the greater Los Angeles County. Just like a great friend, we strive to create a safe and supportive space for individuals to exchange stories, values, and resources over a charitable activity that unites us all for mental health and ending the stigma. Hope to see you at one of our events this year.
Thank you, Caroline. Who's next? What's next? Oh, Gigi's not here. She was here. Yes. Okay, so now is showtime. Like, this is the fun part, right? Yes. Our peer support specialists are coming on. This is what we all signed up for.
I'm doing it.
Oh, okay, perfect. Okay, Aiden, you're back.
Let's announce their names each. So you want to do it?
No, you do it. You do it. This is your show. Here. Yeah. I'm gonna mispronounce your names.
You do it. I'll give it up for Liz Jackson and Trouty. You guys, we have a date. We have dates at Veggie Grill. When I decide I'm vegan because I need to lose 10 pounds. But I'm not always vegan. No, not today. All right, good. So I'm gonna call up our panelists, okay? And here we go. Oh my gosh. Okay, good. Please welcome Patria. Okay, we got Danielle Brahinsky. I'm gonna use the microphone that the tone turned down for me. we have James Wolff, please? Yahoo! Thank you. Mr. Randal McKoy. Woo-hoo. Ligaya Sevilla. And Dawnel DeRubeis. Oh, and Yvonne Miranda. Just kidding. Oh, she's like, nope. Just kidding. Okay, good. So all of y'all can have a seat. Yahoo. So I'm going to be the moderator. Okay. So we'll figure this out together. So we're gonna go down the line and actually talk to each person, and they all have like a topic that they want to speak on. So we're just gonna start, okay? So first of all, we're gonna have a Patria talking about joy and celebration, celebrating the success and wins along the journey. Please kick it away. Give it up for Patria.
Thank you, Aiden. Appreciate it. That's a little bit about me there. Just coming out with my chosen name. So I go by Patria now. So it's interesting because my grandmother's name, which is a whole new story. But anyways, to joy. I'm a queer, non-binary Filipinx, multimedia artist and creative. I embrace the spectrum that blurs boundaries, finding joy and growth in personal, creative, and evolution. For joy itself, joy as a revolutionary act, especially in the face of adversity. It's not about denying challenges, but embracing the moments of light and growth. It's not resisting the hardship, right? Like you acknowledge that it exists. It's like it's always there. But in the midst of that, there's always those glimmers of hope, that joy that resonates continuously, always. So it's important to focus on that. I think given the journey here with CalHOPE, it's been 8 months from beginning to end. Yes, of course, there are struggles and challenges, as there always are, right? But in the midst of that, here we are today. Very accomplished group of peers that I'm very proud and just proud to be here sitting amongst them and wrapping this journey and chapter up and moving on to the next. And this is all about celebrating that endeavor that we all participated in from beginning and to wherever it may lead us from here on out. So it's been an incredible journey, and that celebration. And thank you for all people for celebrating with us. It's a huge part of why we do this, is to bring the community together and to celebrate. And I'm very, very grateful. So continue holding on to that joy. Sometimes it seems so far away, unattainable even these days, with the happiness that we all experience in our own individual lives and collectively as well. But it's present. You've got to tap in some way, somehow, and sometimes it's in the minute details where you find that. And that's where it gets radical, when you're like in the midst of that hardness, like there's like a little soft, little gummy jewel of joy waiting for you to like pop in your mouth. It's been, oh my God, that's right, I'm happy. Like I'm connecting with you. Like there's my friend over there. Like, you know what I mean? So it's kind of like it's around you at all times. So sometimes it may be hard to see or to feel. But it's that underlying current that keeps us going on a day-to-day basis, unbeknownst to us. So, just a reminder, keep on holding on to joy. Right?
Cool. So I actually have some questions, right? Hi. Okay, it's on. Okay, so how did you get into this field? What made you want to be a peer specialist? What happened?
So, okay, well, oh my God, it started with a Google search when I first moved to LA. So where can I find support? I'm not familiar with NAMI. I Googled and NAMI pops up. Went on their website and signed up for In Their Own Voice, and that's where I started. And on the eve of the 20th anniversary of the NAMI Walks, I was one of the keynote speakers in 2019, right before the pandemic. So that was like a very incredible thing to be seen. And from there, I became a peer specialist. I signed up for a course, became a peer specialist, now a facilitator. This organization has provided me a platform, an actual pathway to a career as a peer specialist and then some. So it's just tapping into all the skill sets that I have that, as a queer person, I have to be very resourceful in how I'm out there and how I engage. So if I can't be doing education, well, let me do social media. Oh, but I could be fashion stylist at the same time. Oh yeah, and then maybe I could produce an event. Oh, and a webinar, and dance around and cheer and do all that stuff. Yeah, it's a lot, but you know what I mean. At the same time, like that's what makes it worth it, because again, it's that you're spreading that joy. And that's what's special about being a peer specialist is when you connect with your peers, when you're able to be around like-minded people who have lived experience that are very similar to yours. There's nothing that really can replace that connection between or amongst people with a lived experience with mental health conditions. Sometimes serious, sometimes no one really understands one's journey specifically. I'm schizoaffective. It's a very specific diagnosis, and to be able to connect with other people who have not only a similar experience, maybe something very different. Like, yeah, it's wild, because sometimes you do feel like you're alone, right? And to be able to know that you're not, and at the same time, yes and no, and it's that tug of war, but it's an invaluable thing to be a part of. And that's what a peer specialist does. You connect with your peers, especially in the mental health field. Is not just anyone can lift another person with a mental health condition up, more so than someone who has a very similar experience. Nothing can replace that. That connection, that one-on-one, like nothing can. So being a peer specialist is such an invaluable tool. Not even a tool. It's just to know that what I've been through can really uplift someone, to have them like realize that, oh wait, I could do that too. I can't believe I could do that. Like I could do what you do. I'm like, yeah, sure, you could do it for sure. Let's go. So being a part of this organization has afforded me all these opportunities. That's someone with a condition like myself. Amongst various other situations, it seems almost like an impossible. It just didn't seem possible at all. It was picking up. So just that possibility.